There was once a time when it was almost impossible to make it in the music world, and artists had to rely on dumb luck, hoping an important record label person would somehow notice them. Nowadays, all it takes is a homemade video and some raw talent. Let's look at some internationally famous stars once discovered on YouTube, starting with Justin Bieber. Before Justin Bieber was the global phenomenon that we're all familiar with today, he was just an average preteen that uploaded his homemade videos on YouTube. Bieber was only 12 years old when he started uploading his performance videos, but it helped him rise from absolute obscurity straight into stardom, though quite serendipitously. Scooter Braun, a former marketing executive of So So Def Recordings, accidentally clicked on one of Bieber's videos in 2007 while searching for another song. He was so impressed that he tracked the young Bieber down. Initially, his mother was hesitant because of Braun's Judaism, but her church elders convinced her to let Bieber go with Braun anyway. When Bieber was 13 years old, he went to Atlanta, Georgia to record demo tapes, and a week later, he sang for Usher. The rest is history. Next up, Shawn Mendes. Where would Shawn Mendes be today if it wasn't for YouTube? Not only did Mendes start his career on the platform, he learned how to play guitar by watching YouTube videos from the age of 14, back in 2012. Barely a year later, he also started posting his own cover videos on YouTube, but the short snippets of his performances that he posted on Vine did the trick. His cover of Justin Bieber's As Long As You Love Me received over 10,000 likes and earned him as many followers within 24 hours in 2013, and by 2014, Mendes was the third most followed musician on Vine. Mendes released his first single, Life of the Party, in June of the same year, with which he became the youngest person to debut in the top 25 on the US Billboard Top 100. No wonder Taylor Swift wanted to have him join her squad on her 1989 tour. Following, Cody Simpson. The Australian-born teen star rose to fame faster than you can imagine. Between his recording himself in his bedroom in the summer of 2009 and his joining the Simplified tour in America is barely a year. It might sound unlikely, but it's true. Simpson started uploading his homemade covers of songs like Jason Mraz's I'm Yours and I Want You Back by the Jackson 5 to YouTube in 2009, and released his official debut single in May of 2010. But he was discovered by record producer Sean Campbell on YouTube. In June of 2010, Simpson and his family relocated to Los Angeles to record his song with Atlantic Records. Soon after, it was announced that Simpson would join the Simplified 2010 tour, along with many other artists, and subsequently started touring all over the United States. In the last few years, Simpson has appeared in several TV shows and has released 2 studio albums. And now, Charlie Puth. For Charlie Puth, it all started with a YouTube channel which he had named Charlie's Vlogs back in 2009. He used the platform to post comedy videos and acoustic covers, and in 2010, he released the music video of his first song, These Are My Sexy Shades. That was also when Puth released his debut extended play, The Auto-Tunes, an independent release. Puth participated in the 2011 Perez Hilton's Can You Sing, where he performed a version of Adele's Someone Like You together with Emily Luther. They won, and from there, the road could only go up for Puth. That same year, Ellen DeGeneres announced that she had signed the young artist to her label, 1111, all thanks to the performance of Someone Like You. Charlie Puth is headlining his tours, isn't unknown to TV performances, and has even won some awards worldwide, not to mention his nomination for a Grammy for his song See You Again. Stop right there. There are many more stars to come. Next up in this video, did you know 5 Seconds of Summer once started on YouTube as well? And who can forget that incredible bedroom performance of Tash Sultana? Make sure to keep watching until the end of the video. Who else started their career uploading videos to YouTube? First up, 5 Seconds of Summer. 5 Seconds of Summer, sometimes shortened to 5SOS, was formed in late 2011. Michael Clifford, who came up with the name Callum Hood, and Luke Hemmings all attended the same high school. They began posting videos of themselves performing covers of popular songs on Hemmings' YouTube channel. In December 2011, they invited Ashton Irwin to join the group, completing their 4-man lineup. They had their first gig on the 3rd of December 2011, reportedly playing for only 12 people. 5SOS barely promoted themselves aside from Facebook and Twitter, where they grow their loyal following organically, but ultimately, their uploads to YouTube got them a record deal with Sony ATV Music Publishing. Their first EP, Unplugged, went to number 3 on the iTunes chart in Australia and the top 20 in New Zealand and Sweden. Eventually, 5SOS would end up touring with One Direction, but they do pretty well on their own these days. And now, Tash Sultana. The Australian singer-songwriter Tash Sultana was born to make music. From 13, Sultana could be found entering open mic nights across Victoria up to 6 nights a week. They refused to conform to to social norms, and even when they couldn't find regular work, they started busking on the streets of Melbourne to make a living, until they uploaded a video of them performing Jungle in a living room on YouTube, showcasing their raw talent. The video amassed over 1 million views in only 5 days, and has since been viewed over 152 million times. They then spent some time in the studio with producer Nikita Miltiadu, working on their first EP, Notion, the success of which would take them on a tour worldwide, with hundreds of live performances across Australia, Europe, New Zealand, and the United Kingdom. Following, Alessia Cara. Alessia Cara started recording herself performing covers of her favorite songs in her bedroom after school when she was only 13 years old. Her acoustic renditions soon caught the attention of a viewer whose father just happened to be the head of EP Entertainment, which is how she got to sign a management deal with EP Entertainment in 2014. About a year later, her debut single Here was chosen as the can't miss track by Spin and listed as a must-hear song by Cosmopolitan. In 2018, Cara was named the Best New Artist at the 2018 Grammy Awards, which made her the first ever Canadian artist to win this award. Today, Cara has 17 awards to her name and 71 nominations worldwide. Next, Tori Kelly. The story of Tori Kelly is one of perseverance. She was only 12 years old when she accepted her very first record deal, which had been offered to her by Geffen Records. But the deal ultimately fell through when both sides agreed there were creative differences. Next, Kelly auditioned for season 9 of American Idol in Denver, Colorado, and made it to Hollywood, but not the top 24. In the meantime, Kelly started uploading videos of her acoustic covers on YouTube at 14 in 2007. Her first video was her rendition of John Wesley Work Jr.'s Tell It on the Mountain. Kelly's perseverance ultimately earned her millions of views on the platform, and she started writing her songs, slowly but surely growing her fan base all on her own. These days, Kelly has several original albums to her name, including a Christmas-themed album. And lastly, Carly Rae Jepsen. Carly Rae Jepsen has always been drawn to the world of music, but her story might have turned out very differently if she hadn't taken the advice of some important people in her life along the way. Jepsen had originally applied to various music-related programs when it was time to go to college. Still, her high school drama teacher convinced her to audition for the Canadian College of Performing Arts in Victoria, British Columbia. She ended up being one of the 25 female students to be admitted to the year-long program. That same teacher convinced Jepsen to audition for Canadian Idol in 2007, where she became third. Her demo attracted the attention of music manager Jonathan Simkin, who signed Jepsen to a management deal with 604 Records that same year. Fast forward a few years later, and none other than Justin Bieber hears Jepsen's Call Me Maybe and sends out a tweet about it. That tweet sent previously mentioned Scooter Braun over to YouTube, where he watched a few of Jepsen's performances. And that's how Braun signed Jepsen to a mega deal with Schoolboy Records. And that's all we've got for now. What do you think about artists that found their fame on a platform like YouTube? Let us know in the comments what you think. And thanks for watching.